watching ETVN Philippines.
Na-experience nyo na ba itong mga simptomas na to?
All of us, kahit the happiest of persons, they have this experience once in a while.
O di kaya meron kayong kakilala na nakaranas na nito?
Depression become a norm in their life. No? It takes a lot of their energy and at the same time, yung kanilang attention.
Manood at matuto sa ating programa ngayong Family Matters, handog ng Emmanuel TV Network Philippines. Ako ang inyong host, Pure Ordonia, OCDS. Welcome back sa ating programang Family Matters na handog ng Emmanuel TV Network Philippines. Ang ating episode ngayon ay tungkol sa depression in the family. Pero na tayo naging pangunahing diskusyon kasama ang ating special guest na si Reverend Father Jonathan Advincula Bitoy, MSIHM. Ngayon, ipagpapatuloy na natin ang ating programa na kapanayam pa rin natin si Father Jonathan. Pero since yung title ng ating program ay Family Matters, kung pinag-usapan natin yung depression in the individual, yung body-mind connection, ngayon naman ay i-link naman natin sa family. Kasi yun nga ang title ng ating program, okay? So, ayon sa mga saliksik, surveys, researches, pag-aaral, meron na identify ng mga factors na nagdudulot ng depression sa isang individual na nanggagaling sa kanyang pamilya. So ngayon, tatalakayan natin itong mga factors na to. So, Father, are we ready to discuss the different factors of depression in the family?
Okay po.
Yes, okay. Thank you. So, ang first factor na nakalagay dun sa research ay conflict within the family, no? So, alam natin na ang ibig sabihin nun ay mga personality clashes, no, discipline, pwedeng infidelity between husband and wife, and marami pang factors, especially money matters, lalo ngayon, pahirap ang buhay. Yung generation gap, sabi nila, iba na ngayon ang mga bata. So, ang dami talagang influences ng isang pamilya or dynamics ng isang pamilya na pwedeng magdulot ng depression. Okay? So, of course, there's the spiritual aspect na ito bang pamilyang ito ay actually faithful sa mga Catholic practices, no? Or habits, no? So many other things matter. So, Father, would you like to elaborate on that first factor with regard to depression in the family?
Okay, Pure. Una, I would like to make a preliminary observation.
Yes, Father.
With regard to family. And I'm very happy na ito yung topic natin. Kasi unang-una, yung family kasi yung basic unit of society.
Yes, Father.
Siya rin yung first ecclesial church natin. So very important ang role ng family in the shaping of the minds and hearts of future, let's say, citizens of the land and members of our church. Kaya I think it's timely na binigyan natin pansin itong family.
Yes, Father.
So una, alam natin na sa family kasi mas yung interactions doon mas intense. Kasi nga, you live in the same house, no? And then, most of the time, nag-meet kayo in the spaces in the house. Kaya, magkakaroon ng, let's say, interfaces, yung ating ugali, yung ating face ng buhay, at yung mga pinagdadaanan natin as we struggle to become adults, no? Or as we become, more and more deep into the highways of life. Ibig sabihin, nag-grow tayo. No? So, una, sa aking experience, no, especially sa confession, yung mga teenagers, yung una nilang struggle is, pag nagta-transition sila from a child to a teenager, it's how they will relate with their significant adults and authorities. Kasi naku-confuse sila kung magpapakyut pa ba sila na parang mga bata, which they felt awkward kasi pag 11 and 12 na conscious na sila, no, na hindi na sila bata.
oo.
Or they should also act like adults na hindi pa rin nila mapapanindigan kasi kulang pa yung experience nila. So they are in an in-between state and that drives a lot of tension from them.
Yes.
No? Lalo na pag yung parents din, hindi marunong how to act in front of their children who are already transitioning from a childhood to young adulthood. Will they be the parents na parang aligaga sa isang baby, sinusundan palagi, no, kinokontrol, yung maraming do's and don'ts, kasi nga takot pa sila. Kasi baka magkaroon ng problem itong baby, no, sa safety niya, no, at saka sa kanyang growing up din. Kaya di ba, ang parents ay palaging strict. Hindi niya nakikita na lumalaki yung kanyang anak, gusto nang explore ang world, kailangang anuhan din yung PC, nuluwagan yung PC. Kasi that's the only way for them to learn, to become adults later on. Kaya yan yung unang cause of stress minsan ng mga bata. Iniiyakan nila yan sa akin. And I know that sometimes they are so affected to the point na, yun nga, nagkakaroon sila ng mental health issues. At nagtataka ako, isa sa kanilang mga way of coping is to hurt themselves. Yung naggaganyan-ganyan sila, yung naglalas-las-las-las sila, sabi ko, bakit? Sabi nila, kasi Father, pag tense na tense kami to deal with our parents, no, ang ginagawa namin, we close our heart. Ibig sabihin, ayaw nila mag-feel. Kasi in feelings daw, magkakaroon sila ng disappointment. Kung hindi nila makuha ang gusto nila. So, sa disappointment na yon, malulungkot sila. They will fall into depression. So, yung kanilang coping mechanism is not to feel. Ang problema, dahil pinanindigan nila ang not to feel, parang hindi naman daw sila buhay. So, the only way for them to feel that they are still alive is to hurt themselves. No? Sinilalas.
It's so sad, no?
Yeah.
Oo.
That's only one form. No, marami pang iba. I'm sure if we have an expert here on developmental psychology at mayroon silang mga ganyang pag-aaral, they could tell us more.
Yes.
Sa akin, yung experience ko lang. And that's just a minuscule part of the problems that ang children face. How about sa parents? Sa parents, ganoon din. Kasi una, yung kanilang sense that they have to provide for their children. Nagbago na ang mundo, di ba? Noon tayo, in our generation, pwede tayong sabihin ng parents, mag-antay ka muna. Malakas yung ating delayed gratification skills. Like I remember, naghihingi ako ng bagong damit sa aking parents kasi mayroon kaming party. Let's say Christmas party. Yung brother ko, who is an athlete, needs shoes para sa kanyang sports, which is football. So, torn ang parents ko kasi they can only provide one at a time. So, sasabihin sa akin, anak, mas importante ito yung sa brother mo. So, siya munang bibila namin ng shoes, ha? Ikaw sa sunod na lang. Meron pa namang damit ka na pwedeng gamitin o gusto mo, hingan kita sa iyong uncle. Kasi, kabulas ko na yung uncle ko. So, ibig sabihin, hand me down. I'm okay with that. Pero, sabihin mo yan ngayon sa present generation, parang wala silang ganoong mahabang delayed gratification skill. Pag nafe-feel nila na wala sila at nakikita na sa iba na meron, parang awang-awa sila sa kanilang sarili. So, parents are pressured. They have to provide for the needs of their children. Kasi nararamdaman din nila yung suffering ng children nila. So what do? They work and work. And while they work and work, they forgot about themselves, yung kanilang rest. Minsan yung kanilang needs, they give it up. No? Kasi kailangan i-cope up ang ng mga anak. It takes its toll on them. No?
So it seems like it's the attitude of both parents and children, given the circumstances and the generation now,
Yes.
no?
Yes.
So it's really evolved from our time to the time now. So
Yes.
the adjustment to this kind of life environment, no?
Yes.
it has an impact on eventual conflict in the family. Is that
Yes.
right, Father?
Yes. Yung akala natin that technologies and all the developments that we have in the last 20 years would have made life easier. Hindi. As a matter of fact, it made life more complicated.
Right. Oo.
I have young couples that I met, no? Tinatanong ko, ba't hindi pa kayo nagkakaanak? Ang sasabihin, kasi malaki siyang responsibility, father. And we are not ready kasi gusto pa namin mag-travel. So they work, they travel. Pag may anak, it's going to be mahirap. Kaya sabi ko, bakit gusto mag-travel? Kasi nakikita namin itong mga lugar sa TikTok, sa YouTube, sa TV, tapos sasabihin ng airlines, mura lang yung pamasahe doon. No? So we really want to go there. And we could not be saddled with a child. Kasi ibig sabihin, mas malaking responsibility namin doon. We could not enjoy ourselves. So ayaw nila munang magkaanak. And kung may anak man sila, yung kanilang focus na is to provide for their children kasi they need to have a smartphone na. Kasi nga naglalaro and and the main stuff. Kaya grabe din ang kanilang suffering physically and sometimes it lead to mental stress also.
So motivations have changed also. And as a result, the circumstances also have changed. No? And the needs or maybe the wants have changed. Okay, because...
So, in all of this, meron ng physical and mental stress. So, how much more ang spiritual nila? Kasi ito ang unang nakakaligtaan.
Yes.
Kasi they would spend their time trying to deal with their physical and mental problems or stresses or challenges, no? So wala nang time ang spiritual. Para bang ito is a luxury that sometimes they could not afford. So, in the end, yung problema is not really spiritual. Kaya lang makakaligtaan ang spiritual nila, so that would also contribute sa kanilang problema sa buhay.
Parang lumalabas, Father, na priorities nagbabago din.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, sadly, sometimes the spiritual becomes the last priority.
Yes. Kasi physical tayo material. No? We have to cater to our material needs. So yun yung uunahin usually ng mga tao. May iba naman who are very in touch with the spiritual life, uunahin nila ang spiritual nila. No matter what. But to a great extent na makakaligtaan nila yung kanilang material needs. No? Kasi nga, inilaan nila ito sa spiritual needs. So minsan, ang nangyayari ay, sana the spiritual could have given them the resilience. No?
Yes.
Nagiging parang pabigat din ang spiritual responsibilities. Nag-a-add up sa kanilang stress. Ang akala ko noon, kasi malapit ka naman kay Lord. Dapat, di ba, you're gonna be okay. Hindi pala. Kailangan ng balance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ano bang sikreto dyan sa balance na yan, Father? How
Well,
can that be achieved between the spiritual and the temporal needs of a family?
Alam mo, I come across parang speech ng isang CEO ng Coca-Cola. I think ang apelyido ay Bryson. He gave a speech sa parang economic department yata yun ng Harvard. I'm not very sure now of the facts. Pero it's an Ivy League school na the best of the best are studying there. And since he is the CEO of Coca-Cola, siya ang kinuha na speaker. Anong sinabi niya? It's just around 10 siguro mga 30-second speech. No? Pero it was very powerful. Yung sinabi niya sa mga graduating class na ito, who are the creme of the cream, imagine life as a game. You juggle 6 balls or 5 balls in the air. And what are these balls? It's job, family, health, friends, and spirit. Sabi niya, yung 5 ball na yon, yung job is made of rubber. The other four, yung health, self, friends, and family are made of glass. So as you juggle it, pag binitiwan mo yung ball ng job mo, it will just bounce. But pag ang nabitiwan mo is about yourself, your health, your family, and friends and spirit, dahil made of glass, magkakaroon yun ng lamat. Or minsan, magkakaroon yun ng parang, nick. It will be scuffed. So sabi niya, work 8 hours a day, go home and attend to your spirit and health, to your family, to your friends, at you're gonna be okay. So, work should not take a lot of our time. It should have its proper place. No?
Yes.
So, ano ang balance between matter and spirit? Yun. Allocate proper time for each. Kasi that's what makes us alive. Yung life with purpose and meaning.
Yes. That's so inspiring, Father, huh?
Yeah.
The essence of the speech is really, if you take that to heart, I think you can manage life, no?
Yeah.
And balance it. No? So, maganda yun. No? Does that presuppose that conflicts will be minimized if ever the family lives a balanced life with the right priorities?
Well, of course. Kasi ano lang ba yung away-away? Di pagkakaintindihan. That's one, miscommunication. No? But if you spend more time with each other, malilesen ang inyong miscommunication. Mag-i-in-sync ang heart and mind ninyo. No? Sometimes, even yung hindi mo sinasabi, alam ka agad ng iyong kausap, yung family member. Why? Kasi nga, nagtutugma ang inyong heart. May synchronicity. And now I realize, yung communication natin is not only on speech. Yung nagsasalita ako about my feelings. It's very important for you to understand where I come from. Pero may iba-iba pa palang klase ng communication. No? Yung, minsan yung mental communication natin. Yung, alam mo bang, nagsasalita ako, hindi ko masabi-sabi yung vocabulary, you supply. You supply my statement with the proper words. Bakit mo alam yung words na gusto ko? Kasi I already communicated to you mentally. Mabilis yun, no? Habang sinasabi ko, you already understood what I want mentally. Kaya nga, pag nag-struggle ako to articulate, ikaw ang nagsasabi, tinutulungan mo ako.
Yes.
And if it happens, malilesen yung conflict. Why? Kasi yung communication of mind and heart, mas purer yun. Kasi if we communicate with words, mas marami tayo minsan problema kasi I might not understand your word. And then all of a sudden, nagalit ako sa'yo kasi ang akala ko, this is what you mean. And hindi yan pala ang gusto kong sabihin. To cite an example, I have good friend before when I was in theology. Ang greeting namin palagi, good morning bro. Yan ang aming standard. Ako, nang dumating siya one day, I was so aligaga kasi wala akong assignment. So I was naghahabol. So tinap niya ako sa shoulder, sabi niya, good morning bro. Ako naman, tumingin, sabi ko, kumusta ka bro? His face fell. Nagtaka ako, bakit ganun? No? Tapos, hindi na siya umupo sa tabi ko. So nang recess, sinanap ko siya, ba't hindi ka umupo sa tabi ko? I did not know why. Ang sagot ba naman sa akin, chismoso ka kasi. Chismoso? Bakit? Alam mo na, sabi niya. Hindi mo ako inantay na ako magsabi sa'yo. Wait. Hindi kita maintindihan. Di ba alam mo na? Kaya nga tinanong mo ako kung kumusta ako. Dahil alam mo na. No, I don't know. So in-explain niya. Kasi aalis pala siya sa seminary. So he thought, binago ko yung aking greeting na, hindi good morning bro, but kumusta ka bro? Kasi alam ko ang nangyayari sa kanya. He wanted to tell me that day. Kaya lang, ang feeling niya, nakichismis ako, kaya nalaman ko yung problema, nagalit siya. So that's what I mean sometimes. When we use words, words get in the way.
Yeah.
So if we have a balanced life, and we attend to each other, ang family time, mas magiging clearer ang ating communication.
Right. Yes.
And I guess, that will do a lot of problems, pati ang mental problems within members of the family.
That's great. It seems that you singled out communication as an antidote to conflict. And what you're trying to say, Father, is communication is just beyond words, no? It gets into the connection and the context of what is being said.
Yes.
So connection is so important for communication to happen.
Yes.
And the context of how the situation is understood.
Yes.
So does that make sense, Father?
Yes, of course. Yeah, that's true. But it's not only communication, of course, no, that will lessen and minimize yung family conflicts.
Yes.
Kasi minsan, it's not just about communication also. No? May mga ugali factor din. No?
Personality differences.
Yes.
Ano?
Very concrete example, napansin ko sa aking family lang. No? My siblings are abroad. So I used to go there, lalo na meron akong mga pamangkin.
Yes, Father.
I don't have children, so ang aking delight is may mga pamangkin ko. So I used to visit them. I saw how my pamangkin, grew up, and all of a sudden, nagbago ang personality. Nung maliit sila, napakadaldal. No? To the point na minsan, ikaw na lang yung, tumigil nga kayo, give me peace. Kasi ayoko na, pagod na ako sa inyo. Daldal pa rin sila ng daldal. Bakit nang magbinata na, ng mga binatilyo na, mga 13, 14 na sila, yung isa, hindi na pala salita. Yung isa naman, parang may wall na, hindi ko na nga ma-embrace kasi nga binata na eh. Tapos sasabihin ko, ba't ayaw mo pa-embrace? Ngingiti lang. So I could not understand why. And then, my sister would tell me, naguluhan ako kasi hindi ko na sila maintindihan. They're like, hindi ko na sila mga anak. Barang bago na silang tao sa akin. Kaya, I don't know how to guide them as a parent. So, sabi ko, nagbabago kasi yung personality ng bata. No? Like, yung isa, dati madaldal yan, outgoing. Nako, sumasayaw pa yan. Ngayon, napaka-circumspect. No? Ayaw magsalita. No? Most of the time, nasa kwarto niya. So, I guess, may nagbago. Kasi pag lumalaki sila minsan, no? Also, their brain develops. May mga hormonal factor. Kaya may mga awakened, mga awakened experiences in the past that now dictates how they behave. Kaya nagbago sila.
Yeah.
Siguro nung bata sila, hindi pa sila conscious noon, but it is stored in their memory. Pero ngayon nang lumaki sila, nagbinata, hormones are going haywire, na-awaken yun. No? So I guess, yun yung mga dapat mong alamin.
How does that lead to conflict, Father, yung developmental stages?
Well, minsan parents are at a loss. Kasi no matter how good they are, may limitation din yung kaalaman ng parents, diba? This is more of the developmental growth of their children, no? So, kailangan din minsan mag-consult sila sa ibang tao, especially those on the know. Or else, baka mali-mali ang gagawin nilang interventions. And then the child will resent it even more. Like for example, nagwi-withdraw itong bata, pipilitin nila, no? Dadalhin sa mga parties, ipapakilala sa mga iba't ibang mga bata para magkaroon ng friends. Ang gusto pala ng bata is space. Kaya't mas mas na-agitate. Kasi nga, hindi yun yung kailangan niya. So, si parents palpak, pero siya ng effort, no, with all the love that he or she possesses. Tapos, pag pumalpak, he or she will blame himself or herself, no? Tapos, magkakaroon na naman ng panibagong ball between the parents and the child. So, malaking challenge din minsan ang transition ng children. And then, yung kakayahan din ng parents to understand the transition.
Yes, okay, Father. Father, let's talk about a crucial factor, which is, I'm sure, very common to many families. The conflict about money or finances. Okay, so what can you say about that? How can you expound on that, Father?
Well, we could not tackle the whole gamut of the experiences about money. ang sasabihin ko lang, isang example na na-experience ko. No? Usually, ang conflict ng money na I become involved is sa mana.
Yes.
Yung mana ng
Absolutely.
magkakapatid. No?
Opo.
So, one of them, a friend, will ask me if I could intervene. So, tatanungin ko muna, anong problema sa mana? Kasi established naman yung, niyan, di ba? Yung legal way to do it. Di ba meron na sa batas? So, bakit kailangan maging complicated yan? Sasabihin ng isa. Kasi si kuya nanlalamang. Bakit siya nanlalamang? Kasi sinabi niya, siya raw yung nagbayad ng land tax for the nth time. Kasi nga, nandoon siya sa bahay na iyon. Siya doon nag-take care sa parents namin. So dapat sa hatian, mas malaki ang sa kanya kasi siya ang nag-sacrifice more. Anong mind ng mga magkakapatid? Sa amin naman, Father, ang sinasabi namin is, calculate how much ang binayad mo sa land. We will divide it. Kung ano ang aming share, babayaran ka namin. Huwag mo lang tapyasan yung aming share sa mana. No? So let's do it this way. Business-like. And kung anong aming share doon, babayaran namin. Anong sabi ng kuya? Ayaw niya. Gusto niya talaga tapyasan yung aming mana. Diyan pala kayo nagkakaproblema sa compensation that he feels he needs. Dahil he gave more. You gave a solution, ayaw niya ng solusyon. Ang gusto niya, ang kanyang solusyon. Kaya doon nag-aaway-away ang magkakapatid. So sabi ko, what happened now? Hindi namin magalaw yung aming mana. It's frozen. Everybody could not utilize it. Pero bakit hindi kayo mag-come into an agreement para magamit nyo ng inyong mana at ma-enjoy nyo na? Nagmamatigas, Father. And this is where I realized, ang away minsan is not anymore on the legal side. Pride. Yung pride na. Naku, nasaktan na si kuya nyo. Kaya ipagpapatayan niya ang gusto niya. He knows sometimes na mali yun. Kaya lang, di ba tayong mga Pinoy, kung tayo nangang mali, tayo pang marahas. Just look at the road, no? Siya nangang mali, siya pa yung galit. Di ba? Dahil sa hiya yun. Tinatago niya ang kanyang hiya. So sabi ko, kailangan nyo na siguro ng third party. That's where third party will enter to ease out itong emotional side ng inyong problem sa money matters. Ano pa? Father, ang isa pang problema kasi yung asawa niya nakikisawsaw. Nako, yun pa. Yung mga sampid, yung mga magkakapatid sana mag-o-okay na, yung mga asa-asawa naman yung nag-aaway. So they are not helping sa resolution ng problem. No? So the fight continues. Ang problema, mas lalala ito kung hindi nila na-resolve at hindi na-divide among themselves. How about the second generation, yung mga anak? Mas lalong magiging complicated yun.
Yes, Father.
Kasi yung isa niyang anak, 3. So yung portion ng yun, 3 ngayon ang magde-decide kasi mana nila yun eh. And the same thing with the others. Do you think, kung 4 nga lang ang involved, hindi pa ma-resolve, ngayon naging 12 na sila, ma-resolve ba yun? Hindi mas lalong complicated.
Yes, okay.
And so, sabi ko, minsan, you need somebody, third party, para bigyan ng katinoan ang problema. No? And then sometimes it helps pag meron ka ring fear of the Lord, no? Yung spiritual aspect. Because in the end, mahihimasmasan ka eh. Ay naku, nagmamalabis na ako, nagiging swapang ako eh. Hindi naman to siguro ang kagustuhan ni Lord. No? So, it helps. Bumabalik ka sa katinoan. But as long as yung feelings ay part ng usapin, ang hirap i-untangle nun. Kasi the legal side is clear, ang feelings ang pinakamahirap na i-tackle at i-address.
Do you know of any case that led to depression because of that mana-mana thing?
Oh yeah. Kasi sa magkakapatid, hindi naman sila pare-pareho na mga successful. Yung iba, they really need. Ang salvation nila is makuha nilang mana nila and then convert it into money, ibebenta. Hindi nila mabenta kasi nga sa away-away. Naninikluhod na sila. okay na sa kanya tapyasan yung kanyang share, basta makuha niya lang yung kanyang mana at maibenta. Ang problema, kung 4 sila, no? Isa okay na siya, give in na siya kay kuya kasi nangangailangan. Yung 2, hindi naman sila nangangailangan. So, magmamatigas, no? We will fight it out till the end. So, nadidepress siya. The problem is, dahil nagmamatigas na yung magkakapatid, wala nang empathy. Wala silang drive na tulungan natin tong kapatid natin na ito, no? Ang importante sa kanila ang feelings nila. I am slighted. Ito naman, I am misunderstood. Yung isa naman, ikaw lang palagi yung nasusunod ever since we're small. May mga hugot-hugot sa experiences nila. So kawawa itong isang depressed.
Okay. Yes, Father.
So, minsan masasacrifice siya. Minsan, he has to find his way out sa kanyang depression. Wala siyang mapapalang help sa nag-aaway-away niyang mga ate at kuya or mga kapatid niya. Yeah.
So what can you say, Father, if there is conflict in the family that leads to depression? How can that be resolved or managed, minimized, maybe?
Yeah. Well, speaking again from my experience, no, one time, may isang, kilala ko to, youth namin to dati. No? Tapos, maparaan. Alam mo yon yung
Madiskarte.
Madiskarte. Babae siya, para magka-scholar, nagsumasali sa beauty contest, sa dance troupe, mga ganun, para hindi lang siya magbayad ng kanyang tuition fees. Kasi 4 silang magkakapatid. Tapos, yung parents are not really that well off, no? So, okay lang ang buhay, pero problema pag magsabay-sabay yung 4. No? Fast forward, brother pa ako noon, no? Nagpari na ako of around 7 years. Dumating siya, may family na siya, may anak siya, pumunta sa akin. Medyo maganda na siya kasi nakakapag-ayos, may trabaho na in short. No? Tapos sabi niya, Father, namatay yung aming daddy, yung tatay, no? So, magsisiuwian yung aking siblings. Ililibing namin si daddy at this day. Afterwards, may mga 1 week pa kami ng aming siblings. Gusto ko, Father, mag-family retreat kami. Sabi ko, bakit family retreat? Kasi, Father, may mga aayusin kami among ourselves. Bakit family retreat? Di ba dapat family counseling? Father, taong simbahan kami. So we are more parang confident that a retreat can help us solve our differences and kink out our yung relationship. Na yung mga kinks sa relationship maaayos. So they were asking kung pwede ako. Sabi ko, sige, I'll do that. So the appointed day, nandun yung magkakapatid lang muna. Yung family nila nandoon, pero hindi kasali. Kasi it's more about the magkakapatid. And you know what? I realized na ang laki pala ng responsibility namin na pare. It's not just sacramentals, no? But really to help people, no? Family. To become united, mabalik ang kanilang pagmamahalan, and then once again support each other. Kasi, nagsimula itong friend ko na si girl, siya ang pinakabunso. Biniblame niya ang kuya niya. Kasi sabi niya, nahirapan akong mag-aral. Kung ano-anong ginagawa ko para na makapag-aral ako. Kasi nag-promise ka. Dahil siya yung kuya una, siya yung unang nakatapos. Nag-promise ka na pagkatapos mo, tutulungan mo kami. Pero anong ginawa mo? After 2 years, nag-asawa ka. So, hindi ka na nakatulong sa amin. So, nahirapan kaming mag-aral. So, iyan yung kanya sa kuya niya. Si kuya niya naman, siyempre narinig ng kuya. And may mga iba-iba silang mga hinaing sa isa't isa. And sabi na, wala tayong pag-aawayan sana sa mana, but we have to trash out these feelings. Kasi ako, talaga, nagsasabi ako sa sarili, para makaganti sa'yo, pahihirapan ko talaga yung pagdi-divide ng mana na, I will be your headache. Pero, na-realize ko, it's just my heart feelings. Kaya kailangan nating ayusin to. So yun, pinacilitate ko sila. They were able to share their feelings. And then, ang nangyari, they understood each other. They understand their kuya, no? And then, naawa sila sa bunso nila. They didn't know na ganun palang kanyang feelings. Kasi all the while, hanga kami sa'yo. No? You are so resilient. You are so, may diskarte ka sa buhay. And we wish we were like you. So yun lang nila na narinig sa bawat isa.
Yes.
So naging maayos sila. And then afterwards, the kuya said, so let's now talk about yung mana natin. No? Lahat naman tayo may trabaho na, etc. So what are we going to do? At alam mo, yung dinicide ng magkakapatid, yung second to the last nila kasi medyo hindi maganda ang naging life niya. Kasi ang dami-dami niyang anak. It's not because he's not trying. Kaya lang, ang hirap talaga ng kalagayan. Ang dami niyang anak. Alam mo yung mga magkapatid nagsabi, hindi ko nakukunin yung share ko.
Oh.
It started with the panganay. Ibibigay ko to sa kapatid natin. So, syempre, yung pangalawa na challenge din, okay naman ang buhay, hindi ko rin kukunin. So, yung bunso rin, hindi nagpahuli, hindi ko rin kukunin. Binigay nila lahat sa brother nila.
Oh, that's so
And the
nice,
brother cried and cried. He really cried. Kasi bakit? Kailangan niya yon. Kaya lang nahihiya siyang magsabi. Ayaw niya nang hingin ang share ng kanyang mga kapatid. No? Kasi ang kanyang share lang ang ipagyayamanin, ibinigay sa kanya lahat. No?
Yeah.
So, naayos ang family. And it made them stronger. So ngayon, itong third, kasi sa kanya napunta yung ancestral home, siya mag-host pag nag-meet, pag nagpupuntahan yung magkakapatid. No? Nag-host siya sa bahay. But the kapatid are very conscious na ang kakayahan ng aming kapatid hindi so and so. So they chip in for the money. Ang kanya lang, ang bahay. No? At saka malinis yon, maayos, etc.
So
Pero yung gastos, sa tatlong, may mga kaya.
yes.
So, that was my experience.
Maganda yung kwento na yan kasi it touches on the first factor, no, which is conflict in the family, and also includes yung second na pag-uusapan natin na as a factor in depression, which is lack of cohesiveness or unity in the family.
Yes.
So that's going to be my next question for you, Father.